What is up, YouTube? We are here today doing a deck profile. We have a Domain Monarch Deck Profile. This is actually the same deck that I played. Oh, sorry about that. This is actually the same deck that I played at Coliseum of Comics case tournament the other day. I ended up coming in fourth place in Swiss and made it all the way to the top 8, where I ended up eventually getting knocked out of the top 8 just because I bricked really bad, like super unplayable hands. But yeah, this is gonna be with all the new stuff from Dark Illusions. The deck is not dead. For everybody who's saying it's dead, it is not dead. Please stop saying it's dead. It's not at all, and I will prove to you. Let's go on to the main deck first. So we did lose some very key cards. We still play triple Erebus. Erebus is still one of the best normal summon, tribute summon monsters in the deck. He says that when he's tribute summon, that you can send 2 Monarch Spells or traps from your hand and or grave. From your hand and or deck to the grave with different names, and then shuffle a card from your opponent's hand, field, or graveyard back into the deck. He does not target. This card is ridiculous. He is really good. Next, we have the One Lonely Aether, and Aether, unfortunately, Aether is down to 1 now on the current Konami Forbidden and Limited list, but that does not stop this deck from abusing Aether, because Erebus has the effect in the graveyard that he can discard a Monarch spell or trap during either player's main phase and target a monster in the graveyard with Monarch stats and add it back to your hand. So, like, even on your opponent's turn, if you have Erebus in the grave, you can discard a Monarch spell or trap and then add the Aether back in hand to go ahead and make the Aether play. So it's really not that bad. But from the last build, I wasn't playing these cards. But now, because we're at 1 Aether, we are playing 1 Caius the Mega Monarch and 1 Mega Thestalos. And these cards kind of found their way back into the deck after we lost to Aether. This card is actually really good. Combos off with another card that I play in the deck at 3, and I will show you further in the deck profile. And then Mega Thestalos, we all know how good that guy is going first. So get to look at your opponent's hand and rip a card out of your opponent's hand. Pretty good. Next we play Triple Kuraz, and we still play Kuraz because he's one of the most important monsters. His effect to target 2 cards on either player's side of the field, destroy them, and then draw cards equal to the amount of cards destroyed. It is really super important now to help make your bad hands decent and playable now. So, like, we still have to max out on this, even though we're only playing 1 Aether. And then last for the tribute summon monsters in the main deck, and this was hands down MVP. I was playing double Vanity's Fiend. This card, I don't have to say much about it. While this card's face up on the field, neither player can special summon monsters. This card also combos off with another card in the deck that I will show you later on in the deck profile, but this card was absolutely amazing. Won me games and matches single-handedly. Next for the tribute fodder monsters, I played double Gofu. The Vague Shadow, he's really good because when he can special summon himself if you control no monsters on your side of the field. And you can activate the effect to special summon 2 Gofu tokens. And the tokens cannot be tributed or used for synchro summon, but that's okay because you're just going to sacrifice this for a Kuraz, pop the 2 tokens, and draw 2 cards. So he's really good in the deck. Also, not just that, he is a dark, so he goes along with the Allure of Darknesses and stuff that we play. Then we play Idea. I have a love-hate relationship with her. You don't want to see her in your hand too often. Like, she can clog really bad. Not just that, once you really go through and resolve the first idea, you never really need the second or third. But we are playing 3 of the best Squire, which is Eidos. He allows you to get off your Kuraz tribute summons and even your Vanity's Fiend summons first turn, which is really good. Also, he's a dark target, and we play 3 because once you resolve idea and get him, once you banish him from the grave, the same idea is going to go ahead and bring the second one. So we want to max out on these and not really on these. Next, we are going off to the spells. We are playing 1 Pantheism because this card is at 1, and that card is broken. Discard a Monarch spell or trap and draw 2 cards. And then you can banish it from your graveyard Reveal 3 Monarch Spells or Traps. Your opponent has to add 1 to the hand. Card is broken. Then we have the Monarch Stormforth, which is at 1 as well. Now to the best spell in the deck. We do play triple domain still. This is Domain Monarchs. Next we play 3 Tenacity of the Monarchs. And Tenacity is still my favorite spell card in the deck because this becomes any other Monarch spell or trap that you really, really need. We are still playing 3 Return because, as you see, we lost 2 Pantheism, 2 Stormforth. That's 4 spells that we kind of lost. So when you go mid to late game with this deck, you kind of start running out of targets to send. So we wanted to kind of max out on all the Monarch spells and traps that we really could play. Well, the good ones at least. Next for the non-Monarch spells, we play Triple Allure of Darkness. I don't have to say anymore. I mean, we play the Gofus. You have the Gofus, the Erebus, the Megacaius. You have the Eidoses, everything. This card is absolutely amazing. This card continues to give the deck the speed that we lost with Pantheism. So this card is absolutely amazing. Next, we play 1 for 1. 1 Foolish Burial. And 1 Reinforcements of the Army. Now, these spells are all very, very powerful. This gets you to an idea. This gets you to an idea, and this gets you to an idea, which is the reason why I didn't want to max out on them, because we had multiple ways to get to them. So that is it for the spells. Now for the traps, I play Triple Prime Monarch, and I also play Triple Escalation of the Monarchs. And this is the card that I was telling you that made everything like super broken, because you can like set Escalation of the Monarchs, make a play, an Erebus play, set Escalation of the Monarchs, and then during your opponent's turn, you contribute that for the Megacaius to banish 2 cards on your opponent's side of the field. Or if you really have to, you can use it to just drop a Vanity's Fiend, which like really stops your opponent in their tracks. Like I was playing against someone playing BA the other day at my locals, and this guy, I activated Escalation, dropped Vanity's Fiend. The BA had to go back in his hand, and it's just kind of like past turn from there. So that is really, really strong. Also, this is a 41 card main deck, 41. We're going to go on to the extra deck. Still play no extra deck, guys. Side deck, we got some tokens. Yeah, it's enough of the tokens. All right. For the side deck, it's all up to personal preference, but my side deck is pretty much still the same. I played 2 Effect Veiler. I played 2 Maxi. I played 1 Flying Sea. And the reason I played 1 Flying Sea was because when I normally side in the Flying Sea against BA PK Fire, I'm usually siding in the Maxis and the Flying Sea as well. So like you can, it's actually happened to me quite a few times where I've like Maxied them, and then they let me draw like 3 cards, and then I drop the Flying Sea on the field, and it just kind of ends their turn. Next, we play 2 Pendulum Hole. This card is absolutely amazing. This card says that when a monster or monsters would be Pendulum Summon, negate the Pendulum Summon, and if you do, shuffle the monsters back into the deck. This card is really, really good. We have Metal Foes that just came out. Metal Foes, it hits everything. It stops the pesky one of Kirins and the Bumbunkus and all that good stuff. When they Pendulum Summon all those broken Pendulum monsters, you just negate the summon, send it back to the deck. So next I play 2 Typhoon, and the reason I play 2 Typhoon is you kind of like anti-spell fragrance. You play so many powerful spells in the deck, like the Allure of Darknesses and the 1 for 1 and Rhoda, Foolish Burial, and all the Monarch spells and traps like Pantheism. A lot of people side in the anti-spell fragrances, and if they resolve that on you, it slows you down so much. So for that, I do side the 2 Typhoons. I also side double Twin Twister, just to make sure that I can have an answer to the anti-spell fragrances and Massive Restricts. And then I play 2 Swords of Concealing Light. This card is still absolutely broken, taking down your opponent's fields. Like, you just activate it, you Book of Moon everything, and then you do whatever you have to do. And then we play 2 Kumongous. I don't have Gamma Seals. If I had Gamma Seals, these would be Gamma Seals. But Kumongas do the same thing, and this helps you with your Blue Eyes matchup. Sometimes it gets very frustrating having to constantly find a way to get over these 3K beat sticks, turn and turn and turn again. So this is a good answer to that. So, but yeah, that is it. That is my Monarch deck profile where I came fourth place after Swiss, made the top 8 and lost in the top 8. I hope this deck was help for you guys trying to find a new build, trying to find where to go with the deck. I am also gonna have a domain, not a domain, but an extra deck Monarch deck profile coming up soon. I've been testing something out with that, and I really like the way it's been going. And you can't really go wrong playing either versions of this deck. Like, this deck is still extremely powerful. Domain is still at 3, and as long as that card is at 3, then like the deck can survive. Like, it's an real anti-meta deck now, but it's still very, very fun to play. It's pretty much the same, exactly the same. It's not that hard to, dealing with only one Pantheism and one Stormforth. You can recycle it over and over and over again, so that's not really a problem. But once again, thank you guys all for watching, and please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I am out.